Good morning. Another beautiful day in God's kingdom. Today we're looking at the book of 1 Kings, chapter 11, and let's read what it says from verse 1. King Solomon, however, loved many foreign women besides Pharaoh's daughter, Moabites, Ammonites, Edomites, Sidonians, and Hittites. They were from nations about which the Lord had told the Israelites, "You must not intermarry with them, because they will surely turn your hearts after their gods." Nevertheless, Solomon held fast to them in love. He had 700 wives of royal birth and 300 concubines, and his wives led him astray. Wow, when I look at that, that sounds excessive, doesn't it? 1,000 women in his harem. That was a lot to deal with. But of course, I'm pretty sure that Solomon didn't go out of his way to go and get these women from their different countries. But what would have happened, like we were looking at yesterday, is the fact that people came to hear the wisdom of Solomon. They came to see his wealth and riches, and some of these kings would have come with their daughters, with their young daughters, the young princesses, coming to him, wanting to foster political alliances with him, wanting to just have some kind of connection with this wise and magnificent king. And so they brought their daughters to him. And of course, they came as gifts. But the truth of the matter is that it's not every gift that you're offered that you need to accept. You can respectfully decline gifts that would lead you down the path of temptation, gifts that would be, that are basically putting you on the path of sin, to on the path to sin against God. Respectfully decline those gifts. There's nothing wrong with that. That's one. Secondly, of course, is the fact that I think, with Solomon, at this point where he married these women, he was young and he was looking at the fact that, oh, well, you will have your own space. I'll have mine. You can do whatever you want to do. You can worship your gods. I'm not going to have anything to do with your gods, and so on. And everything will be fine. We'll just maintain the peace in that sense. And that might have worked for a while. But as he grew older, what happened? He became frail. The Bible says that he then began to follow them and he began to worship their gods with them. And thirdly, the third thing I'd like to point out is the fact that, see, every time we tolerate sin in our lives, every time we allow sin in the lives of somebody around us, in the lives of people around us, every time we tolerate it, what happens? We begin to get used to it. We begin to not only tolerate, we begin to accept. And as we begin to accept it, we begin to rationalize why that thing is happening. And before you know where you are, you begin to fall into that sin yourself. You stand the danger of falling into that sin yourself, or you actually fall into it anyway. And so it's a lesson for us that say we cannot continue, we cannot allow sin to thrive around us. The people that are closest to us, the people that are in your closest bubble, they cannot be people who are leading lives or living lives that are going to that are sinful, because sooner than later, because you love them, you begin to rationalize what they're doing, and before you know where you are, you find yourself treading that path of falling into sin. You might not get 1,000 wives, like Solomon did, but you sure can fall into sin and offend God. God bless you. Have a beautiful day.